1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes. 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 It's Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. And how do you do? You are in tune to Boxing Talk with Rafi. James Jameson killing me as per usual 30 minutes ago. Rafi's in the TARDIS again. Time Lord. OMG. Well, you know, let's see who we got up in here. We got the James Jameson. We got the Aaron Daly. This curfew is so annoying. I'm crushing Coventry Road looking for a spot to grab some food from. Nowhere open. Damn, we're living in the curfew. I don't know. I feel like I'm in World War II or something crazy. Yes. Okay, where we at? We got the Red Glove Militant up in the building. Smash that like button, folks. Damn, smash it. Rafi's generous with his time, even if it's not a long time. It will be a good time, 100%. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Yes, okay. How you doing? EJ up in the building. Where we at? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Well, I hope so. You would like to see. I don't need no. Exactly, Red Glove. Exactly. Yes, he was. And then we're going to get back into this shizzle. Well, no political stuff. I'm going to make a separate channel where I can freely discuss political stuff. But YouTube has got me on some kind of 12-hour suspension. Every live show I do, it don't go live for 12 hours because I spoke about the George Floyd shiznicks, and I should have the freedom of right. I should have the freedom of speech to be able to talk about murders. When I see a murder, I should be able to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, according to YouTube now, I can't apparently. Apparently I can't. Eddie with the stadiums, all that shiznicks. I can see Kovalev jabbing Buatsi may be upsetting. Yeah, he could do easily. He could easily do that. Rafi's eating the fish of kings. OMG. Okay. So could be upset on the cards tomorrow between Nathan Gorman and Richard Lartey. Yeah, it could do indeed. Eddie got some new fake hair. Says Heinrich Schmitz. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's the way forward. And yes, we got Lisa Bayliss up in the area. Good to have you, Lisa. Freedom of speech, I agree with that. Well, yeah, freedom of speech, but it ain't no freedom of speech. I talked about what happened, and look what's happened to Mike. You know what I mean? They try to make victims. When you talk about victims, you talk about a victim, and they try to create another victim, try to make me a victim, but I ain't having it, mate. You see me? I don't skip a beat. Keep on pushing, keep on pressing. Those mofos try and stifle me. Yeah, you know what I mean? Probably try and stifle this show as well. Eddie is inspired by Masvidal. He wants to grow his hair long. Eddie Surf. Yo, but if you look at Eddie, if you look at Jorge Masvidal's actual hairline, you'll see that it's going way, way back. You know, the long hair is the last throw. It's the last throw when some guys realize, hey, it's going to go. I'm losing it. I'm losing the hairline. The hairline's going, so let's go long one more time. So what do I want to do right about now? What do I do right about now? Hey, matters to me a lot. Matters to me a lot. Okay. So, where are we? What am I going to do? What am I trying to do? Okay. So, let us go to the warm-in video. Hold on a second. Let's get this thing in order. Copy that. Boom. No, putting that in the wrong place. Let's I'll be dropping the link in a chat. What the hell am I doing here? I'm confused. The ref is confused. He's putting the wrong thing in the wrong thing. Let's clear this out. Move from here. Put this in here. Let's make things nice and tidy. You know, the Raphael likes things nice and tidy. Let's show that. And let's show that. Yeah. Lots of stuff on the screen now. As a matter of fact, let's bring this down. I should talk with Rafi. Nah, keep that there. Bring this down. And let me share with you a quick warm-in video. And then we get back into the topics at hand. Okay, very, very lively start. I'll be back in 5. Let's get this shizzle on the road. Stop the music dead. And share my shizzle with you for the warming video. Boom. Boom. There's the last boom there. Boom. Yes. It's Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And today we're looking into the mind of Deontay Wilder. And I'm seriously concerned. You see, Deontay Wilder is effectively accusing Mark Breland of being a double agent. That's right, you heard me. Deontay Wilder is accusing Mark Breland of working for both sides. What do I mean by that? Well, let's get into this. Sound clip that I've taken from a caller into a popular boxing show. He goes on to explain the story, and then I'll explain the story even deeper than he does, but I think he puts it out there very, very nicely. Okay, let's go with the story. Let's go.
In my opinion, I think Wilder needs to start breathing. I've been watching a couple different videos, a lot of people are actually speaking on this. I mean, for one, I didn't even realize. So Mark Breland is a former crime fighter, right? And the dude who ultimately convinced him to throw in the towel while Wilder was just fighting a crime fighter with none other than another crime fighter, Andre Jarrell. Andre Jarrell's trainer is Sugar Hill. This dude convinced Mark Breland to throw in the towel versus Wilder.
Now, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so he laid it out pretty nicely. That is the conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is that Mark Breland, ex-Kronk fighter, Olympian, 2 times world champion. The story is that the conspiracy theory is that Mark Breland of Kronk colluded with Sugar Hill Stewart via a fighter trained by Sugar Hill, another Kronk fighter by the name of Andre Jarrell. Okay, so let's get into that aspect. It's a spider's web of information. Okay, let me try and piece this together for you. Although I think you should have got it by now. I think it's pretty clear. Let's make it even clearer. So Wilder expressed displeasure with Breland's decision to throw in the towel. And he expressed that in an interview. with the Athletic. Okay, Wilder even suggested that Breland was influenced to throw in the towel by Anthony Durrell. Yeah, not Andre Durrell. I think he's some music guy. Anthony Durrell, who was seated near Wilder's corner. And according to Wilder, Anthony Durrell repeatedly yelled for Wilder's trainers to stop the fight. Anthony Durrell, a former WBC super middleweight champion, is trained by Javon Sugar Hill Stewart, Fury's head trainer. Okay, so Wilder says that he hasn't yet decided or concluded whether he'll continue working with Breland, who has largely been commended for preventing Wilder from taking further punishment. Deontay Wilder said somebody did something that wasn't up to him. And even when they're instructed not to do it, they still proceeded to do it. What Wilder is referring to there is that he says that there was an agreement. There's been a long-standing agreement between himself and his trainers that whatever come what may, they are not supposed to throw in the towel. And Wilder comes to that conclusion on the basis, as he says, that he's got that one hitter quitter. So no matter how bad things look, he can always pull it out of the bag with that one right hand. Seems like that's his weapon of choice. Some people say it's his only weapon, but that's kind of foolish to me, because if you got no legs, Wilder has said that because of the 40-pound costume, his costume which weighed 40 pounds, he had no legs. He said his legs were gone. He said his legs were gone by the second round. Okay, to deliver a knockout punch, you need to have your legs. A punch starts, the power of a punch starts from the feet up through the legs. Yeah? So if you got no legs, you're not knocking anything out. Well, you're not knocking out another man, that's for sure, if you got no legs. So it's an oxymoron. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for him to say, don't throw in the towel on the one hand, but on the other hand, I've got no legs. And then on the other hand, I can still pull out the knockout. No, you're not pulling out any knockout if you got no legs. The legs are the foundation. That's the equivalent of saying you want to build a house in thin air. No. You need a foundation. You're not building anything without a foundation. So it's a pure oxymoron. And furthermore, I don't think the referee, Kenny Bayless, I don't think he saw the towel. He's come out and said he was going to stop the fight anyway. A few seconds later, but I think he did stop the fight. I don't think Kenny Bayless saw the towel. I've gone through over this in the live show. Monday's live show, Boxing Talk with Rafi. I think that was 98. The next one tonight's going to be 99. I'll probably cover it, touch on this again. 99, but I don't think Kenny Bailey saw the towel. The towel came in behind him. He didn't see, I don't think he saw the towel. So the truth of the matter is that Kenny Bayless probably didn't even see the towel. He's going to stop the damn fight anyway, and this isn't where he stops the fight. He stops the fight when Tyson Fury is putting a whopping on Wilder. Okay, let's conclude this with Wilder's words. And Breland was getting influenced by the opposition team. One of the guys that trained with the opposite trainer, Sugar Hill, is Anthony Durrell. They said Durrell was at the back behind Breland. And apparently, allegedly, Deontay Wilder says that Durrell was screaming, "Throw the towel in. We love our champ." And, Durrell works with Sugar, the opposition trainer, Tyson Fury's trainer. Durrell works with him. Wilder said Breland said that he didn't hear. He didn't hear. But Wilder goes on to say, everybody in my team, a lot of people in my team, my peoples were telling me that they could hear it. A lot of people around. There were a lot of people around, people in my camp were saying they could hear it. So if they could hear it, And Mark Breland said that he couldn't hear it. Well, you know, there's a problem there. You know, there's something wrong there. But, you know, we're going to make our decision. We're going to make a big decision by the time I come back from Africa. And we're going to take it from there. Wilder is scheduled to go to Africa at the end of March. I guess he'll come back sometime in April. And they're going to make a big decision about Breland's future upon his return. So I think I've chopped that up. I've disseminated that quite nicely. Hopefully I disseminated that quite nicely. But the long and the short of it is that Deontay Wilder is accusing Mark Breland of working in cahoots with Tyson Fury's trainer, crunk guy, Sugar Hill Stewart. I mean, you know, Tyson Fury had his mental problems, probably still struggles with them. I'm beginning to wonder if Deontay Wilder struggles with even bigger mental problems. Seems like he sees a conspiracy everywhere he turns, so that a guy who's been loyal to him for years in the form of Mark Breland is now throwing him under the bus again, saying that he's a double agent, effectively saying that Mark Breland's a double agent, working for both sides. Highly insulting for someone who has stood by your side loyally for years. And that's how you repay him. I think that Deontay Wilder, we have to consider the possibility that Deontay Wilder has bigger mental issues than Tyson Fury. It's a real possibility. I hate to say it, but it's a real possibility when you start to accuse people who are close to you without foundation of being double agents. Then, you know, it really makes one wonder. Or maybe you think Deontay Wilder's onto something. Maybe you're in with Deontay Wilder's conspiracy theory. But that gets all thrown out of the water by my belief and my hypothesis that Kenny Bayless, the referee, didn't know that the towel was thrown in until he was told. So pick the bones out of that. What say you? It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And if you like the videos, you're probably going to love the live shows. So check out the live shows on Monday and Wednesday, 10 p.m. UK time. What say you? Have your say in the comment section. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And I'm out. No, I'm not out. I'm not out. I'm in. I'm not out at all. I am in. Okay. So let's get back into this shiznix. There we at. How rude of me. How rude of me. Where's the link? Where is the link? I have not dropped the link. Hold on. Uno momento. Mami, slow up your tempo. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there. Hold on. Where is it? There is it. There you see the. I don't. What the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Warm up. The warm up is done. The warm up is done. We got warm before the warm up. That was a second warm up. What's going on here? Don ZB up in the building. Still on what? Hey, it was a warming video. What's wrong with people? Can't I mention Wilder? Is Wilder not a top 5 boxer? Is he not? Has he not been in the news over the last day or 2 or 3? So what are people asking me to do? What are people asking me to do? Not talk about the news? Is this not one of the things that we do, talk about the news? Anyway, listen, the link is in the chat and I haven't finished my dinner. So somebody jump on. Somebody jump on and let me finish my damn dinner. What's going on here? What's going on here? Listen, All I want is peace and love in the valley. There will be peace in the valley for me. A little bit of Elvis Presley there for you. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Ructions, I go away for 5 minutes and there's ructions. There's ructions up in this. What's going on here? Philip Carl Roberts says, Watcher, you don't have to announce that you're crying again. Luasha comes in. I don't, Philip. You do lie on a constant, but I haven't found that to be the case. I have not found that to be the case, the Watcher. I have not found that to be the case at all. Oh my gosh, what's going on? So I don't think Don likes it when you talk about Wilder. I don't know why. I don't know why Don don't like it. Well, I don't know why Don don't like it. There he goes. Boom. I actually do like it. That's why Don's back. That's why Don comes back to monitor the what Rafi's saying. OMG. Where we at? Go on then. Okay, so where we at now? With all the excuses the Wilder fanboys made, it turns out the Wilder had a torn bicep according to Wilder. Loaded gloves, my backside. Wilder is a king. Smoked salmon on crackers. Oh, come on now. Now we're talking. With a light drizzling of olive oil. Come on now. With a little bit of Mexican rice on the side. Okay, so the link is in the chat, people. Jump on the Watcher. You haven't jumped on for a while. Jump on. Don ZB, I know you're at work. Jump on. Okay, so let's get into the real talk. The real talk. Wilder was just a sideshow. Wilder was just a sideshow. Let's not forget that. Okay, let's bring that down and let's do this now. Let's do this. Boom. Boom. Okay, so let's get in the topics of the day. Okay, so where will we begin? Boom. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Let me start. That's quite funny. That's quite funny on the screen right there. Hold on. Should I resize this? A little better like that? Or is it a little better like that? How you like it? Do you like it like this, baby? Do you like it like that, baby? Okay. Rafi is feeling too jovial. Let's try and calm the Rafi down. Is it possible? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so what can you see on your screen? What can you see on your screen? Can you see what I can see? Do you see what I see? Okay, so we resize that for your viewing pleasure. Okay, so Eddie Hearn to stage 4 shows at SSE. What's SSE? Arena. Okay, so that's more commonly known to us as the Wembley Arena, but they've had a name change the name. SSE is what they call it now. I'm still calling it the Wembley Arena. Okay, so Eddie Hearn will stage 4 shows at the 12,500 capacity SSE Arena in Wembley as he aims to increase pressure for a return of the fans. Okay, so Alexander Usyk versus Derek Chisora is a heavyweight fight scheduled on October the 31st. Where are we now? We're October the 9th. What's that? That's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks away? What's that? 9, 10, 20, 20, 30. Okay, so it's like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 14, 2.5 weeks. Okay, set with 2.5 weeks. So 2.5 weeks away. On October the 1st will be Alexander Usyk versus Derek Chisora. Who are ya? That will be the first. That will be the first of the shows at the venue formerly known as Wembley Arena, and that will be followed. That will be followed at Wembley by the show headlined by Katie Taylor versus Miriam Gutierrez. on November the 14th. So what's that? That's like about 2 weeks later, precisely 2 weeks later, November the 14th. And then what's that? 14/21. A week after that, on November the 21st. Damn, can you believe it? It's almost come around already. That will be Dillian White versus Alexander Povetkin. Damn, that's incredible. It's incredible it's come so soon. Oh gosh. Okay, so the final card will be headlined by Billy Joe Saunders, making a defense of his WBO super middleweight title. Probably against another no-name. He won it against the no-name. Is he going to defend it against another no-name? I put it to you. I'll ask that question to you. I'll leave it to you. What do you think? Okay, so that is currently the schedule for November the 28th, although it might move back a week if Sky Sports decide not to go ahead, not to go head-to-head with the BT Sports screening of Daniel Dubois' clash with Joe Joyce. Damn, that's both of those fights scheduled for November the 28th. Okay, and there you see Eddie Hearn looking rather pensive there. Where are we? Okay, so the shows will go ahead whether or not fans are allowed. But by going to such a big venue, Hearn hopes to be able to let the fans in, even given the green light by the government. If fans are allowed in, none will be allowed at ringside. It will also provide a useful trial looking ahead to Anthony Joshua's world heavyweight title defense in December, which Hearn hopes to admit more than 4,000 fans. Okay, Hearn goes on to say, I'm planning the fights with no fans at the moment. We will have the same venue for 4 events and just keep canvassing, asking for 1,500 to 2,000 fans to be let in. I don't like to go to big arenas and seeing loads of empty seats all over the place. It's not really our style at Matchroom. Early doors, we hope we can get 1,000 in. Show the government how we can get it done safely, and from there, escalating up to the Joshua fight. A rising coronavirus cases, which has even seen Hearn and his father, Barry Hearn, test positive, has led to more restrictions in the UK, with all pubs and restaurants in central Scotland closing for 16 days and several areas in lockdown. Okay, so Hearn is also hopeful of a crowd of 4,700 may be permitted for the Anthony Joshua WBA, WBO, IBF heavyweight title defense at on December the 12th at London's O2 Arena. After a concert the previous week at the venue was given approval to have a live audience. Okay, that's interesting. So a concert which will be happening on the week previous to Joshua Pulev has been given approval to have a live audience. Okay, that's very, very interesting. The band Squeeze will play the O2 Arena on December the 5th, and 4,700 socially distanced seat will be on sale at the 19,000-seater venue. That's interesting. Squeeze. Damn, there must be pensioners by now. Well, it's good to hear Squeeze. Squeeze is still going on. I don't know. Have they still got Jules Holland on the piano? On the old Joanna? Interesting. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this, and boom, it is done. Where are we? No opponent has been announced yet for Saunders, who has not boxed since his knockout win over Marcelo Caceres on the KSO Logan Paul bill in Los Angeles last November. However, Hearn says he's keen for an all-British fight. Okay, so that's very interesting. So that's the situation there with Eddie Hearn set to stage 4 shows at the Wembley Arena. Okay, so let's resize this like so. Okay, let's see what people had to say about that. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. There's something I damn well forgot to do. Let me drop the link in the chat again just in case, and then I gotta drop the link elsewhere. Where is that? You see that? You see that right there? So boom, that is the link. And I've got to drop this link elsewhere. How rude of me. How rude of me. Caring is sharing. I forgot to share. So give me 1 second and let's share. Let's let people know the show's going down. Even though we're well into it. Okay. So there we have that. And let me take a couple of seconds to share this live. Share this live. Let's get it out there. Let's get the news. Let's spread the good news. Spread the good news. Go on, share. Thank you. Let's do that a couple more times. Let's go over here. Uh-oh. Boom. Sharing this with a secret society. OMG. Where's have I shared that? Did I just share that? Is that something different? Yeah, I think that's something different. Let's go. Boom. What else do I need to share this? Yeah, share it there too. Uh-oh. Nah, let's not share it there. Let's not share it there. Okay. So, all the duties are complete. Let me get into it. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what people are talking about. Let me see what people are saying. Let's move this over a little bit. It's funny stuff going on. Funny stuff going on. Okay, I see Usyk giving the news the stank eye. Wembley can't make me call it some letters. Exactly. A bunch of letters. What's going on? What's going on? Subscriller up in the building. Chisora. Who are ya? Okay. James Jameson says, I really like Usyk. Got that scary look about him. Yeah, he needs to get punched in the face. He needs one in the mush, right on the nose, right on the snotter. Is Usyk the favorite to win? Yes. Is he likely to win? Yes. But I still want to see Derek give him some problems. I want to see Derek give him some digs to the ribs before Usyk moves forward to claim his mandatory position. What is it, in the WBO? Yeah, in the WBO. Okay. Where are we? Saunders will fight Zach Parker. Saunders likely to fight Zach Parker. I don't know. Is that confirmed? Is that confirmed? 3 title fights on the Katie Taylor card. Unfortunately, 3 women's boxing title fights, probably back to back. Well, you know, the good thing about the women's boxing is that it's only 2 rounds. And believe you me, the good Lord knows that sometimes I've watched some boxing bouts and I wish some men's boxing bouts and I wish that they were 2-minute rounds too. OMG. Sports needs fans. 100%. And where are we? Where the hell is Dixon Siders? Where the hell is Dixon Siders? Dixon Siders, you know you're the court jester. You've been disrespecting the place by not showing up. Where is Dixon Siders? The referee's had to take a bite of his salmon. Memento. Gotta get some rice now. Mexican rice. Hold up. Talk amongst yourselves. Barry will fake his death so he don't have to go to court about being... Yo, who is this boss guy? Yo, boss. You're saying some things which are very inflammatory about the Hearn family. I already done told you. The YouTube jackboot brigade are trying to stifle the Rafi. So with you knowing that, why would you say something of that nature? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Rafi multitasking, just took a drink of the apple and beetroot juice. You know, I normally make that myself. You know, I got the juicer, plus I got the blender. So you know, it's all systems up over here when it comes to the vegetable juices and what have you. But on this occasion, I was a little bit pressed for time, so I just grabbed some of this from the store. It tastes very nice. I got a sneaking suspicion they sneak a bit of sugar in there, or I don't know, maybe it's just they add an extra apple. I just use one beetroot, one apple, a celery stick or two, juice that rather than blend that. Everything else is blended, but the celery, it's a bit fibrous. I just juice that. But I get the feeling this short store-bought apple and beetroot juice, I get the feeling they use more apple because it's kind of sweet. It's almost sweet, whereas mine tastes more earthy. But anyway, let's move on. Okay, up the junction. I never thought it could happen with me and a girl from Clapton out on the windy common. That night I ain't forgotten. Yeah, big tune. Squeeze up the junction. Big tune. It's a big tune. Okay, so some restrictions are stupid, silly. A lot of packed pubs to watch the footy yesterday, and the arenas were empty. Yeah, that's mad. That is mad. I'll be honest, I haven't gone back to the pubs and the clubs and what have you. No. I don't trust it. I don't trust that everybody's been living clean and protecting themselves, whereas I've been doing my best. Gloved up, masked up. I was thinking about it just the other day. I was thinking to myself, yo, I'm taking a lot of precautions, man. But I don't trust the people in the pubs and clubs, not all of them, to be that diligent. So I just can't trust it. I ain't been back to the pubs and clubs. Went for a meal. But most of my social activity, engagement, has been revolved around sports, actually doing sports. You know what I'm saying? Not going anywhere, sitting in pubs, sitting in clubs. Nah, I ain't doing it. Yeah. Ron Seal up in the building for the first time. How do you do, Ron Seal? Callum Johnson KOs Buatsi. Okay, so I don't know about that. And I definitely don't think Callum Johnson is KOing Buatsi if Buatsi is fighting Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing at a time. Let's see how it plays out. I'll watch all of those fights. Let's drop down this and let's talk about this now. Okay, Buatsi is confident he would stop Kovalev. Talks about Yard and Fury and Joshua. Okay, where's the picture there? There he is. Okay, so where we at? Buatsi successfully defended his WBA international lightweight title against Marco Kalik on Saturday night and feels he's good enough to take on the ex-multiple world champion Kovalev, who saw off British boxer Anthony Yard last year. What's he saying? Okay, so sitting here now feeling good to fight. I'll tell you straight, I would have taken Kovalev out. But that's me sitting here saying it. It would be almost different in the moment, but sitting here right now, I say I would have handled it. But I commend Kovalev for enduring what he went through, and then Yard for stepping up and almost getting it done last year. Buatsi added Yard was very, very unlucky. He almost got it right. I watched that fight. I even sent him a message saying, unlucky, bro. You just fell short. So very, very unlucky. I rate him for that. It didn't go in his favor, but he took the chance. And so I have to rate him for that. But as far as Kovalev is concerned, yeah, I think I'd bang him out of there. Line him up, stiffen him up, and get him on out. Get him on out of there. Where we at? Okay, let's go a little bit deeper. What's this? What a claim to fame. We have no. We had, or it's not even we. Birmingham was the home of the biggest spearmint rhino at that time in Europe at that time, and it was a very nice place. So yes, it's not a claim to fame. It's just a reality, my dear. Just a reality. I'm sure you've got such establishments or similar establishments up in Bonnie, Scotland, old boy. I'm sure you do. Okay, so as we continue. What does he have to say? What else does he say? An all-British title fight between Buatsi and Yard has been touted for next year, although Buatsi is not entirely convinced it will go ahead due to the pair being represented by different promoters. It's hard to say. I'm with Eddie Hearn, and he's with Frank Warren. I think that's the main elephant in the room. That's the elephant in the room? No, that's not an elephant in the room. You got the expression wrong. You mean that's the hindrance. That's the stumbling block. An elephant in the room is a factor which everybody knows, but chooses to, at a particular moment, chooses to ignore. Where we at? It's obvious. Different promoters, different broadcasters. So will they merge? Would Sky let me box on BT? Would BT let him box on Sky? Unless we end up on the same promoters, or someone has a world title, or someone is a mandatory. That's the only way I can see it happening. What else did he have to say? Let's see. Dang. I just heard the pop. Okay. Think we've explored that nicely. Okay. And let me line this up. Oh yeah, where we at? Boom. And in comes the man like the red gloved militant. How do you do?
I'm doing great, Rafi. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. Even though I'm in Florida and it's hotter than it really should be, but it's still a beautiful day.
Oh, are you from Florida?
Yeah.
I forgot that you was from Florida. Yeah, it stays hot out there.
Yes, it does.
So Yeah, what's happening, Red Glove? What's happening? What's happening with this with the COVID over in your area? Because it's some restrictions are coming back over here in the UK.
Oh, there are lifting restrictions over here. Like I'm seeing people in the stores without masks and stuff. I wear a mask wherever I go. And I'm not even like really afraid or nothing. Is that it's up to, sorry, I was putting my phone on silence. But it's basically up to the establishment. So like go to a grocery store or a gas station. It's up to them whether or not they're going to require masks. Most of them still do. So to me, it doesn't make any sense not to. I just go everywhere with a mask because I don't want to have to walk back to my car.
Yeah, I hear that. Over here, I don't know. Maybe the problem was, I think over there as well. Maybe the problem was the shutdown wasn't quick enough, and the restrictions were lifted too early. It's a dual issue.
Yeah. Well, also
late shutdown and then restrictions maybe being lifted too early. I don't know. Maybe it's a combo deal.
Also, from what I hear, hot and humid is not good for the virus. You know, it's so, and it's hot and humid here. So if the heat and humidity is helping the virus not to spread, that might be it as well. I mean, to me, for the most part, I still see everybody wearing their masks and everything. You know, every once in a while, it's usually the gas stations where I see people not wearing a mask. And it's far and few between, you know. So I think most people are still wearing them, but it is up to the establishment. Like I said, from what I hear, hot and humid is not what the virus likes. So that might have something to do with it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, trying times, troubling times. You're American, so I might as well take advantage of that fact and ask you a few little things. Who won the vice presidential debate the other day? Red Glove Merton.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. I missed it. I watched the presidential debate, which that was a fiasco. I don't think anybody won the debate. I didn't catch the vice presidential debate. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like really big into politics. Not that I don't pay attention to them, but to me, it just, you know, to me, and this is just my opinion, I think they're all liars. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them, whether they're Democratic or Republican. You know, that's just me. To me, they're two sides to the same coin.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just how I am when it comes to politics. So, but I can't answer that just because I missed it.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, it's still an answer. It's still an answer of sort. The answer is you got other things to do. You got other things to do. You know what I mean? Okay. So, what the hell is the topic of the piece? Let's get your opinion. Eddie Hearn to stage 4 shows in Wembley. And it's going to start off at 1,000 people, and then going to gradually, slowly graduate to more people, ultimately ending with the Joshua fight, where he's hoping to get about 4,700 people in attendance.
Wait, what are they starting with?
Sorry, they're starting off with 1,000. It might be empty, but the next one's going to be 1,000, something like that. Low figure, hopefully ending up to 4,700 for the Joshua fight in December.
Yeah, to me, that it seems weird to do. Well, I mean, if you guys are like having these restrictions come back, I guess it's not that crazy. I mean, we're talking about, how many does it seat? Like 90,000?
12,000 in the Wembley Arena and 19,000 in the O2 Arena. Joshua will be fighting in the O2 Arena.
Okay, just a moment, Ralph. Sorry.
No problem. Oh, just getting that good apple and beetroot juice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to it in like, just give me 2 minutes. I'll get to it.
No problem. Oh, no problem. Oh, okay. So where are we? Let's have a look in the chat. Let's have a look in the chat. See what's going on. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Let's have a look. G's busy. But it's okay because Tarquin is on call. OMG. I do know about Spearmint Rhino on Hagley Road. Well, that's a small one. That's a small one. The big one closed down. I don't know how long it lasted, but it was big. It was multiple floors. You know, they had the tiger print on the floor. The tiger print carpet on the floor. How do I know that? How does Rafi know that? OMG. Talking on 24-hour standby.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, Ralph. Something came up. Like,
yeah, man. Life came up. So, yeah. So, what do you feel about that? The Eddie Hearn's schedule.
Well, I'll say this: like, I like the attempt to kind of bring things back to normal. I mean, we're talking about a big stadium, and it's going to be way under capacity.
Yeah.
When they start filling it up. So it does seem like he's doing it responsibly. I don't know. It's like I said, I don't know like how bad it is, but from what I see in the comments for people who are in the UK, it does seem like, there's the restrictions are quite tight.
Coming back.
Yeah. So we'll see. Look, I definitely think it's, in my opinion, I think that's the way to go about it.
Yeah.
That kind of capacity and that kind of space. And Wembley's open, like it's an open arena.
It's open.
So yeah, I mean, it being that it's not a closed-in arena, and it's as big as it is, and the capacity is going to be as low as it is, and you said the first one's probably going to have no fans,
no fans or 1,000, one of the two. I can't remember which, but it's either no fans or 1,000. Yeah, something of that nature.
I mean, that AJ fight's going to sell out.
4,700. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a confident bet. I think that's reasonable. That's a reasonable bet. So we've got that boxed in. Yeah, I think it's sensible. I think it's a very sensible approach, and I think it should get passed because AJ is not fighting at Wembley. He's fighting at the O2 Arena with the 19,000 people. And the week prior to that, I think it's a smart move by Eddie Hearn because the week prior to that, the government have given the go-ahead for a pop concert with 4,700 people in attendance. A band called Squeeze, old school band, old-time band. And so Eddie Hearn's been very clever with that one because if they've allowed 4,700 people in the previous week, then what would be the argument not to let 4,700 people in the week after? See what I mean, Red Glove?
Yeah, it stands to reason. I mean, it's the same amount of people in the same space, and I mean, I'm curious what the ticket prices will be, but
that's a good question.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's a bridge we can't cross till we get to it because it's not going to be the Pulev fight, I'm assuming.
The Pulev fight. It is the Pulev. What do you mean?
Oh, so the one that's happening there is the Pulev fight?
Yeah. That's the Pulev fight. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
Pulev.
All right.
That's Joshua v. Pulev. Yeah, Joshua v. Pulev. December at the London O2 Arena. Yeah. So yeah, I echo your view. I echo your sentiment. I think it's a good idea to get the the argument for the 4,700 people. I think it's a good. I think it's a good plan. It's a good plan. Philip Carl Roberts says, I watched the debate. It was more like a childish argument rather than a debate. They kept on talking over each other. That ain't good. Maybe Raphael could host the next event. I'm available.
Hey, Raph.
Yeah.
If I could say, it sounded like a YTBC debate.
OMG. I saw little clips of it, and that's what I got for it. But to be honest with you, because it was like it was, I think I will go back and watch like about 20 minutes of it. It seemed like it was hilarious. School childish.
Yeah. The thing is, like, a lot of people don't realize that a debate isn't supposed to be who can talk over the other person. It's really, you're supposed to combat points, make points of your own. You know, you have to convince the audience, in this case would be the American public, why they should vote for you. And you have no control over who's going to go to the polls and who's not. You have, I'm not going to get that much into it, but the talking over and all that doesn't tell us what you're going to do for us if we were to elect you, and it goes the same for any debate. Like, I see it in the YTBC a lot. I see a lot of debates and it turns into who can talk over who more while trying to offend that person more. That's what a lot of these YTBC debates turn into. And it didn't get quite like that bad. Like, I was joking when I said it sounded like a YTBC debate. I'm talking about the presidential one.
Yeah.
But there was definitely personal shots that were taken. It wasn't professional like past debates that I've seen for the presidency.
Yeah, that was the general gist. That was the general gist that I got from it. Didn't watch it, but I did listen to people giving their opinions on it, and that was indeed my take on it. Okay, so let me pull this up. Nathan, let me type this in and pull this up. Nathan Gorman. Thought I already had it up. Versus Richard Latte. So let me pull this up. What page is this? Never seen this page before. Looks kind of weird. Let's not do that one. Nathan Gorman believes. What's this here? Okay.
And I want to give recognition to Bronze Plumber. He corrected me on it being the stadium, not the arena. Please forgive me. I'm just an ignorant American, but I'm here to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind people correcting me.
Well, no. Corrections are good. As you know, you've been over here from pretty much early days, and we encourage people to come through with their observations. So that's all good. It's for the enrichment of the show and the people themselves, to the enrichment of us all. Okay, so yes, I'm available. Philip Carl Roberts, I am available. If they contact me and if they make me an offer which I don't find insulting, then I certainly, of course, would enter into negotiations. Okay, Raf, you are getting better and better all the time. Yes. Where are we? Will you cover the Usyk Chisora fight. Of course, it's in UK time. As far as these 5 a.m. These American cards where I have to be up at 5 a.m., 3 a.m., pretty much rule them out, pretty much scrub them out, because the last time I did one of those marathons pretty much wiped me out for the whole of Sunday. I didn't like that feeling. But as far as the 5 a.m., 4 a.m. American cards, I'll talk about them the day after. But for the UK cards, I will be covering those live and direct. Have no doubt. Where are we?
I should change my channel name to US RAF, and I can cover the American. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man, the franchise. We might be handing out the franchise. I'll be doing the franchise. But yeah, that's funny, man. Yes, the Bronze Pommer wrote, it's Wembley Arena, not the stadium. The arena is indoors. Yeah, that's correct. That's good observation. Good observation. Where are we?
You like that US RAF?
Yeah, I like that. I also like this. Has Rafi got leopard print wallpaper? OMG. No, the leopard print. The only leopard print I have, my dear fellows, is in the hallway. I have the hallway leopard print carpet, which, you know, Rafi's gonna do a shampoo tomorrow. So it's funny you're talking about carpet, because I got this very good wet and dry vacuum cleaner, and we're gonna be doing shampooing a car. We'll do work in the car, but it will be a carpet shampooing mission tomorrow. I got cream carpets. I listened to a wayward friend who said get a lighter carpet next time. I got the cream carpet, and I have regretted it ever since. Don't get cream carpet, people. Don't make sense.
In the royal quarters, I imagine Raph with the royal blue,
of course.
Also some royal purple, some gold trimming, and you know, like he's royalty. The leopard print goes out in the hallway.
In the hallway, the leopard print is in the hallway, and then we get a bit more formal when we go over to the master bedroom quarters, and of course the east wing. So yeah, we goes from informal to formal. Okay, so what did I line up here? I've lined something up here. Yes, for a reason. Let me have a look. Let me drop this thing down over here. Remember, folks, we're here for a good time, not a long time. So we're coming close to the end. Probably come back tomorrow. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to be covering the Nathan Gorman Latte fight tomorrow, of course. So anybody watching that, whether you got it on your TVs or not, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you're over here at Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio and crew. And what we're talking about here, Latte. We're looking at Latte. Let's get into this. Okay, so as we know, Nathan Gorman versus Richard Latte is happening tomorrow, Saturday, the 10th of October, BT Sports Studio, London. Estimated ring walk time, 8:30 p.m. But of course, you know, you tune in to the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio earlier, and we'll cover a couple of the fights before the main event. So what time we talking? Maybe about 7:30? Yeah, maybe around 7:30 for sure. You know, we're going to be live over here. Latte, you'll recognize Latte from fighting Daniel Dubois. Was it earlier on this year? I think it was earlier on this year. Put up a very stout performance, did Latte. He didn't come to mess around, and he didn't come to fall over. He came to bang. Nathan Gorman, as some of you may know, in fact, many of you may not know because it's recent news, has left under the wing of Ricky Hatton, and he's gone local. He's a Stoke lad, Stoke-on-Trent, about 35 miles from here. He's training back at home now. He was training about 100 miles up the road in Manchester, but he said he put a bit of a strain on him traveling all that distance, all that time spent traveling back and forth, took something out of him. Now he's keeping it local, keeping it at home, training in Stoke-on-Trent. Called it the Potteries, because they were big on pottery, big on cups and cutlery, plates and all that stuff. That was the Potteries. That business has gone down, bit of a recession in that business. You know, everything's been shipped out. But anyway, I digress. Let's focus on this. Nathan Gorman versus Latte info. Nathan Gorman will square off against Richard Latte on Saturday the 10th. Yeah, we covered that. The fight will take place over 10 rounds in the heavyweight division, which means there is no weight limit. I don't know what they're adding that in for. But anyway, what am I looking at? What is this over here? Explore our tailored packages. Virgin Media. My contract is coming up. I think it's coming to expiration at the end of this month. So I have the option of looking elsewhere. But the deal is pretty good that I have. Can I find a better deal, though? Raphael will be exploring those options next week. Okay, but in the meantime, this fight will appear on the undercard of Liam Williams and Andrew Robinson's clash for the British Boxing Board of Controlled British Middleweight Championship. Oh, I see. I must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Latte versus Gorman. Gorman versus Latte is not the main event. It's not the main event. So maybe we go ahead. Maybe we start that show maybe at 8 p.m. But it's not the main event. After that, you got the Liam Williams versus Andrew Robinson's clash for the British Boxing Board of Control British Middleweight Championship. Okay. So there we go. So we're covering that tomorrow. Saturday the 10th. Let me have a look.
I do find it odd that they included that there's no weight limit for the heavyweight class.
Very strange. Very strange.
You know, I have a theory on that.
Yeah.
When Wilder lost to Tyson Fury, there was a lot of distraught fans saying, "Oh, well, he outweighed him by like 40 pounds." Well, it's always been that way in the heavyweight division. It ain't new. So apparently a lot of fans didn't understand that. And now they're like, well, we have to make sure that everybody understands there's no weight limit for these heavyweight clashes. So I don't know why that was ever an argument. I don't know why that was ever an excuse for Wilder losing. I don't remember any of us making that excuse for AJ losing to Ruiz.
Yeah, I don't remember that excuse, but it's also strange to me because, you know, the UFC, they have a limit. Heavyweight limit is 265 pounds. So it's strange on a number of levels.
Yeah.
Should there be a limit to heavyweight? Should there be a limit?
In my opinion, there shouldn't. I think this is just me. I think that, well, I don't know. Maybe there should be, but I don't think it should be like really stringent.
Yeah.
Because we also have to keep in mind the safety of the boxers. You know, I mean, it could be just as dangerous for a guy who's way overweight to be fighting. You know, like I don't want to see. I'm just gonna throw a name out there, and I'm not trying to disrespect them. I don't want to see Chris Arreola get a heart attack in the ring. You know, so or anybody for that fact. You know, so maybe there should be a limit, not only for, you know, to avoid like a much bigger guy fighting a much smaller guy in weight, but also to avoid, you know, somebody who, you know, is taking a lot of trips to the buffet, maybe rubbing elbows with Mauricio Suleiman, you know.
OMG. The excitement of Fury beating Wilder wiped you out for the Sunday, Raf. I saw it. Did it? You know what? I do so many live shows. I'd actually have to go back and watch that to get myself in that mind frame. I can't really remember. Where will the Usyk Chisora fight take place? It will take place at. You seen the picture right there, my friend. You seen the picture right there. It's Actually, I can show you the picture. I can show you. Let me show you. Why am I not showing? Oh, I can't show you. Well, I can show you. It's just going to take me a few seconds. So let's do this. And let's just write boom, boom, boom. Let me just take the writing down, and you will see it in the top right hand corner. That is Wembley. Where's the arena? Where's the arena? I don't want to get mixed up. I don't want to get mixed up. I don't want to show you Wembley Stadium. No, I'm pretty sure this is Wembley Arena, top right-hand corner. Where will Usyk Chisora fight take place? Yes. That's where it's going to be. That is where it is going to be. Okay, and let's get into the chat as we come to the close. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on news or notifications. What's going on? Leighton Evelyn up in the building. And Nathan Gorman, 19 stone, 7 pounds. Yo, that guy likes his Yorkshire pudding, doesn't he? He likes his Yorkshire pudding. He does like his food. Why the hell is he up at 19 stone? What is he trying to rival? Is he trying to rival Andy Ruiz? Must be trying to get a fight with Andy Ruiz, Red Glove militant.
Gorman?
Looks like Nathan Gorman's trying to get a fight with Andy Ruiz. He's up there at 19 stone, 7 pounds. That probably don't mean nothing to you, 90. You work in pounds. You don't work in stone.
Yeah.
let me do the conversion. Where's my calculator? Okay, so there's 14 pounds in a stone. So that's hold on. How do I convert that? Okay, so it's 19 divided by 14. Okay, so that is
when you multiply it?
Oh, is that what I did? Is that 19 times 14 equals 266 pounds? Plus,
yeah, that's up there.
Plus 7 pounds. That's 273 pounds. 217 pounds. He loves his food. Loves his food. Does Nathan Gorman? Okay. So, where are we going now? We're going through some of these comments as we come to the close of the show. Where we at? The excitement around Megan or Kate. I can't have both. Why do I have to choose? Can't I have both? Where we at? James Jameson says Rafi has a signed picture of Rick Glazer on his bedroom wall, allegedly. Well, James, I don't know which female spy you sent to penetrate the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio headquarters, but you have been misinformed, my friend. It was fake news. Yeah, it's fake news. It was I that sent a signed photo overseas. It was I, not the other way around, my good man. So you've been your source has sorely. Your source must be a double agent. Happens all the time. Damn.
Don't mistake the respect between him and Rick for anything more than that. Respect.
Right. 100%. 100%. And Trump will win by a landslide. I'll super chat bet any of you. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Leighton Evelyn comes in. I will bet you Trump loses. Leighton Evelyn says Trump is finished. The prudent man is up in the building. Okay, Leighton, says James. £5 English super chat bet towards this channel. You're on, mate. You're on, mate. Leighton has taken up the challenge. Anyone else? Anyone else?
I mean, they might as well make wagers on it because a lot of people over here treat the election like it's a sporting event. Like, you know, I see a lot of people who it doesn't matter what the candidate says, but because they have that donkey or they got that elephant on their pin, that's who they're gonna go for. And I really wish Americans would stop being lazy. And it's not all Americans, of course, but I'm sure it's a vocal minority, but even they should take the time to look at the policies and see what they actually agree and disagree with.
Yeah. I hear that. Okay, so let's drop the link in the chat for the final time as we close out. Okay, so Turtleneck says Lati with the upset. No, as unnecessarily big as Gorman is, I still think he takes it. I think Latte's got his age down to something like 27, when in reality he looks more like he's probably closer to 47. But he's looking good for it. But he ain't no 27. Not according to me. Where's Don Zeeby? There's another African man who's altering his age. The other one is the African Cuban Luis Ortiz.
They got that Tinder syndrome. You know? Faking the funk. Shaving
a few years off. Latte. I think Latte is a worse offender. He's probably shaved 20 years off. At least with Ortiz, he's only shaved off 10. You know what I'm saying? Latte's double that. Latte's two-time offender, 2 decades. Where are we now? The more righteous your fight, the more opposition you will face. Yes. The more righteous the fight, the more opposition you will face. So please, it would be great if the YouTube jackboot brigade who are trying to stifle the Raphael Dawkins combat radio would just take the foot off the neck. I'm still breathing. And when the foot comes off, I'm gonna explode in bloom like a flower in the summertime. And in comes the Big Boys Boxing. How do you? Hold on. It's 12 over here, 12 at midnight. So I reckon it's 3 minutes past 11 a.m. over there in New Zealand. Am I right? Big Boys Boxing.
We changed the daylight saving a week ago, so it's 12:03, bro.
It's 12:03, exactly 12 hours. You're back in the 12-hour zone.
Yeah. Just when you thought you got it wrapped.
I was only 60 minutes out, damn it. Big Boys Boxing, how do you do?
Not too bad, bro. Hope you lads are doing well as well.
Doing well, mate. Doing well. The COVID restrictions and all that. We still got some economic issues over here, which has meant that the Rafi has got to, had to get a bit busier. Had to get busier in the daytime. So I've got less time to do these shiznicks, but I'm still proud. That I've kept to my mission statement of going live at least 3 times per week. This is the third time. Tomorrow's going to be the 4th time because we're going to be covering the latte latte fight, well, the Gorman fight. Is it the Gorman fight or is it the latte fight? What's your views on that? Big boys boxing.
Man, looking at that weigh-in today, I think it's going to be a red-bearded Santa fight.
Yeah.
He's going to win it, man. I think it's going to be a stoppage. Mind you, if Gorman can get him past about 4 or 5 rounds, maybe latte or gas, he's bad for that. So we'll see. Depends how much pressure Gorman can put on him being as fat as he is.
Yeah. Gorman is just some people just ain't disciplined around the dinner table.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw my comment in the chat. It's like he's turning into the UK's version of Andy Ruiz.
Andy Ruiz, a curious case of Andy Ruiz. It's kind of strange.
We're the inside now.
Yeah, I'm the inside now. We're the inside now. It's really strange to me. The curious case, the man who he got everything. He got the crown jewels. He got to the peak of the mountain, and then when he got there, he relaxed.
Yeah.
There's that movie, I think it's titled The Man Who Knew Too Little. This was a movie. It would be The Man Who Ate Too Much.
Dang.
Yeah. It's like he flew to the top of the mountain on a helicopter and then roly-polied all the way down again.
Well, it's a story of, I mean, when we look at that situation, we see that Andy Ruiz, he had that fight with Dimitrenko, whatever his name is, the Russian dude, Russian heavyweight, and he beat him, I think, in 5 or 6 rounds. Dimitrenko finished on his stool, and then 5 weeks later, he was back in the ring with Anthony Joshua. And looking back at it now, you have to think to yourself, well, okay, he came off that fight with Dimitrenko, had the 5 weeks, had 1 week to have a break, and then boom, was back in training. Was Andy Ruiz? I'll go to RGM first. Was Andy Ruiz's mindset correct mindset? Because he did have the right mindset, it appears. Was his mindset, did that come about under fluke circumstances? Because I say, and I'll add to that, and the reason I ask is because when he had the appropriate time to train for the fight, he came in fat and bloated, and relatively not sharp, clearly not sharp like he was for the first fight. So was his first condition fluke-like, red-gloved militant? Talk to me.
I'm not going to say it's fluke-like because we haven't seen either man in the ring since the second fight. But this is what I'm going to say, all right? He could be one of those people who needs the motivation. And once he accomplished what he set to do, even though he knew there was a rematch, he didn't, he lost that motivation. Like he took for granted the hunger that he had before that first fight. And to be honest, I know I'm going to go just slightly off topic on this, but I think that's the reason why Tyson Fury made the comments he made, about dropping the WBO when we're talking about Joshua. Because I think he knows that he also needs that motivation. That's what keeps him from getting depressed and all that jazz. And if he were to beat AJ, and then he's undisputed, now he has nothing forward to, nothing to keep him motivated. Whereas if there's still that one belt out there, he could say, all right, I could stay motivated. So that's just a theory of mine that's a possibility of why he said that. But back to Ruiz, yeah, I think it's a case of lost motivation paired with a case of extra motivation for AJ. And we saw what happened. I mean, you could say that AJ fought scared all you want, but the reality is this is boxing. It was a boxing match, and he beat Ruiz, pretty much one-sided.
Yes. I want to come to Big Boys Boxing for his assessment in a second. But first, I just want to go into the chat. We're coming close to the end. It's close to the end. Where are we? Went way longer than I expected, but it's all good. Good conversation. First, let me just get into the chat. Okay. Leighton James Jameson or Leighton Evelyn says, what does he say? Where does he say it? He says, let's up it. Let's up it to £20. We're talking about a bet, which will turn into a super chat for Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio between James Jameson. James Jameson said he'll put some money down in super chat form for anybody who wants to bet him that Trump is not going to win by a landslide. Leighton Evelyn says, let's up it to 20. Let's up it to 20. James Jameson responds, 20. Okay, mate, no problem. Easy work. OMG. Philip Khan Roberts. I noticed a little bit of back and forth in the chat, guys. Back and forth is cool, but please, let's keep it civilized. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it civilized. Let's be cool funsies up in here. Yes, debate. Disagree. Yes. But let's be cool funsies. We can disagree and be cool funsies at the same time. Let me just get into a few more these before I go over to Big Boys Boxing. Okay. Nathan is looking like a SeaWorld attraction. Oh my gosh, that is funny. That is funny. There we go. Where are we? Gorman is turning into England's Ruiz. My money will be under the orange bearded Santa. My money's still on Gorman. But he ain't making it easy for himself. He certainly is not. Trump 2020 says Saif Bud up in the building. Where are we? Let's get into some more of these. Creepy Joe won't win. Who's Creepy Joe? Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce? We're not talking about Joe Joyce. There must be another Joe. I don't know. Who's the Joe?
Joe Biden.
So who? Joe Biden. Oh, Joe Biden. Damn. Yeah, Joe Biden. Okay, we're still talking about the election. What's going on? I won't turn on Trump. What? I won on Trump last time too. Hillary, 93% chance to win, 6-1. Okay. Not this time, brother. It's getting political. Over here. It's on, mate. It's on. Silent majority loves Donald Trump and his family and what he has achieved in life. What did he achieve in life? He became a very rich man.
He took a small loan of $1 million and lived the American dream.
What did he achieve? Well, I mean, he had rich parents. Who brought him into a rich father. He had a Scottish mother. Oh, James Jameson, you've been exposed. It's because of Donald Trump's Scottish mother. That's why you feel an affinity. Am I right, James Jameson? Am I right? Because James Jameson is a Scotsman. And Donald Trump's mother was a Scotswoman. I think I found the link, James.
I was just making a joke because Trump himself said that he got a small loan of $1 million from his father.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. I got the joke. But talking to the people, Trump came from money. So I don't know if you're self-made. Was he self-made? Or I don't see how he was self-made. Sorry. I mean, he might be. I haven't read his life story. Don't quote me on this. But anyway, Big Boys Boxing. Come on in and answer the question which I asked you, which I forgot what it was.
Was Andy Ruiz's win a fluke?
Oh yeah.
I don't know about a fluke. I think.
Hold on. Sorry, let me interrupt you. No, not was Ruiz's win a fluke. Were the circumstances around it a fluke? Flukish, because when he had 5 weeks to prepare, it was all good. But when he had 6 months to prepare, he turned to shizzle. Big Boys Boxing.
I've just had a look through his weights previous to him fighting Joshua. He was 262 for Joshua. prior to that, it was the Dimitrenko fight. Oh, sorry, he was a little bit heavier for Joshua, wasn't he? He was 262 for Joshua. For Dimitrenko, 268 for the first one against Andy Ruiz. But the fights before that, he was gradually gaining weight again ever since he fought Joseph Parker. Actually, the fight before that was Franklin Lawrence. He was 252, which is more like the weight he should be at.
Yeah.
And then he gradually went up 260, 262 against Kevin Johnson, 262 Alexander Dimitrenko. And I think it was a positive for Andy that he did get that short turnaround after the Dimitrenko fight where he was in reasonable shape. What he needs to do is send Jarrell Miller a small donation and a big thank you card, because if that didn't happen, he wouldn't have become the world champion in my eyes. He wouldn't have got that shot. And even if he did, I don't think he would have been in good enough shape to do what he did. The longer it got left.
Yeah. He needs to break off. He needs to send a Rolex to Big Baby Miller or something. He needs to thank him, because basically my view is that given time. I heard it said there's two types of fighters. Guys who, at the drop of a hat, they perform better at the drop of a hat, knowing they're going to have a fight. At the drop of a hat, they perform better. But if you give them time to think about it, then the longer it takes, the worse their performance is. And I can see the logic. The drop of a hat. Ruiz got 5 kids, got a wife and 5 kids. Those things don't come cheap. He had his Porsche to run as well. Got no love when he was over there at Top Rank. Bob Arum is not a fan. Said that, there were fights where he should have bowled the guy over and he went plenty of rounds, and he don't look right, and his application ain't good. And it seemed that Ruiz threw all of those things in Bob Arum's face. Ruiz bought out his contract. Al Heyman allegedly funded him buying out his contract to leave Top Rank and go over to the PBC. And it looked like Bob Arum had egg on his face for a moment there. But then in the rematch, everything Bob Arum had previously said came true. He had 6 months to prepare, and he just didn't do it. He should have come into the best shape of his life, but he just didn't do it. And so that leaves the question: does he have? Is he the type of guy who can knuckle down to a task, or is he just a lazy guy, a skillful guy, a guy with talent, but ultimately a lazy blob? And I'm afraid, I believe that Andy Ruiz, well, I can't say I believe, but we have to leave it out there for the people to decide. Is it the case that Andy Ruiz just dropped lucky, that Big Baby Miller got busted? He was already in shape for the Dimitrenko fight, and he didn't really have any time to think about it. Didn't have any time to think about the Joshua fight. He just went back into camp, and then boom, boom, boom. He knew he was going to get some money, win, lose, or draw, and so effectively he had nothing to lose. And he performed very, very well. Performed at his best. Was that Andy Ruiz's best performance? Maybe. Performed at his best when he had nothing to lose. But then, when he had so much to lose, he came in and probably one of his second worst shape ever. And I think that speaks of the character. That says something about the man's character. And then, furthermore, he has the opportunity to fight Dillian White, high-ranking guy. What does he do? He chooses Chris Arreola instead. That says something about the man's character, red-gloved militant.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Sorry, I was on mute and didn't realize it. I would agree with that. Some people don't know how to handle success, and he just may be one of those people.
Yeah. Handling success, shouldering the burden of success. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. But he only had the crown for a few months. It's madness. It's complete and utter madness. But anyway, I don't know how Ruiz popped up into my head. I'm thinking about Gorman. Yeah, Gorman. I made the connection with Ruiz and Gorman. The Gorman. So we're going to be covering that on Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio tomorrow. Gorman versus Latte and the Williamson fight as well. Big Boys Boxing. Any observations, anything that's on your mind that you want to say at this moment as we come to the close? Big Boys Boxing. Any news that you interest, whatever.
I'd just like to take a little assessment on the end there about Andy Ruiz. I think all through his life he's been that fat kid, and everyone's told him he couldn't do it. And he said it for years. He wanted to prove everybody wrong, and that was a big motivator for him. And once he got his big sack of money and he proved everybody wrong, maybe the motivation had waned considerably. And I see him as one of these weak-minded sheep sort of people that will follow the crowd, or because his motivation was swept away so easily. It's a damn shame, because he has some talent, and if he was totally committed to the sport, he could be a real problem for everybody, even though he's only 6'1" or something like that. So I don't think he's ever going to get any better, even under Eddie Reynoso. He's a great coach, but I don't think he's going to be hard-nosed enough. I think the only chance of a coach getting hold of him and doing some good is Teddy Atlas, with how hard he is. But that's just my personal opinion, how I see it at the moment. And one little piece of news, I don't know if you've talked about it today, Dave Allen is going to be fighting now it's lost me. Christian Hammer, that's right. And I think that's a pretty interesting fight. I'd still favor Christian Hammer to get rid of Dave Allen by a referee stoppage in that one later on in the fight, though. So
yes. Okay, so there it is. Let me just take a quick look at my list, make sure I haven't missed anything that I meant to speak of. Thought I was going to be here for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but I think we're approaching the 2-hour mark. Okay, so you people definitely got your money's worth. Hopefully you were entertained and educated a little bit too. Yeah, that would be the cherry on top. I think we've done it. I think we've covered everything. There's been some back and forth, some clashes in the chat. Gentlemen, I know that, these topics can be passionate, but I appreciate the fact that nobody's gone and jumped out the window. I hope not. I hope nobody's jumped out the window. I hope we've kept it calm and civilized. Remember, we meet here multiple times per week. So, we got to bear that in mind. So I hope it was civilized.
You can all count yourself lucky today. You got a good time and a long time.
You got a good time and a long time. Some jokes come to mind there, which I shall refrain from. But thank you, everybody, for coming into the chat. I can see the back and forth. I can see the back and forth is going on strong. Good in the hood. Parliamentary procedure. And I think this is good time to call it a night. 24 hours past the midnight over here. And Red Glove Militant. Thanks for hopping on. Red Glove Militant has got his own channel, and be sure to check him out. Red Glove Militant, your final words, please.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and you know, making it aware that I have a channel. I appreciate that. Everybody, make sure that you hit the like button. You know, it helps the channel out. Even though the live is about to end, that you know that people can still catch the playback, and that helps Raf out. Yeah. And you know, Raf does this for the right reasons. You know, so please support him. Support all the channels that are doing this for the right reasons. Also, big shout out to Big Boys Boxing. He's a stand-up guy. I got much respect for both men here, the host and the guests. So I'm honored to be here, and everybody be safe. Peace.
100%. Much thanks to the Red Gloved Militant for taking the time out of his day. And Big Boys Boxing also has his own channel. Check him out. Big Boys Boxing. Thanks for jumping on.
No problem, man. It's been my pleasure. Always a pleasure talking to yourself and Red Glove as well. And everybody, make sure you do go over and sub to Red. He's almost to 1,000 subs, and he really does deserve it. So
yeah,
don't forget about it. Get over there after you're finished here.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me, Red.
100%. That was the Big Boys Boxing. Check him out. Thank you, Big Boys Boxing. And then there was one. And there was one. And it was me. Start cam. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to start the cam so late in the day. Don't want to scare the children who should all be tucked up in bed. I hope everybody is in a cool and calm frame of mind. Raf, I got you. Easy 20. Says Leighton Everett. James Jameson comes back, says the same thing. Good night, folks. All this history claims that they. Where are we? Peace out, everyone. Great chat. Great show. Peace chat. Where are we? Okay. It's been emotional. OMG. Okay, guys, we've done it. We've got through it. We're here for a good time and a long time. Check me out tomorrow. I'll be going live to cover the show, the live show, the boxing. Okay, it's the Raphael Dawkins, it's the Combat Radio, it's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares, and it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and do not vote Trump. Bless it.